Hello, human scum! This is Odorous Shurungus commanding you to continue watching Capital Chaos!
Capital Chaos TV.
They support GWAR and anal rape and all kinds of wonderful things.
This is Todd Owens with Capital Chaos TV. We're here at the legendary Fillmore tonight in San Francisco with Max from Soulfly, Cavalera Conspiracy, Killer Be Killed. How you doing tonight, Max?
Nail Bomb.
Nail Bomb, Sepultura, obviously.
Yeah.
I was listening to your current bands. Maybe I don't know if I missed any.
Right. Yeah. Well, I had a band in the early Sepultura days called Guerrilla. It was Guerrilla. It was in Portuguese. It was pure punk rock. That's about it. That's about all the bands I have. But right now I'm focused mostly on Soulfly, which is on tour right now. Cavalera Conspiracy album drops out in October. And of course Killer Be Killed just came out and people are still digging it.
First, just diving into a little Soulfly stuff and the tour. When did this tour start? This leg of the tour. I guess you've been on the Rampage tour for about 10 months, or the Savages tour for about 10 months now. But when did this leg start?
This American tour started 2 days ago. Okay. We had one show in Ramona, which is by San Diego, and we played the House of Blues yesterday in LA. It was awesome. We had we did a song with the kids called Reinventing, which we'll do tonight. And we had Greg from the Linger Escape Plan doing Rise of the Fallen. And I had Dino from Fear Factory doing Eye for an Eye. So it was full-on guest-packed show. But it was awesome. It was a great show. I'm very excited for tonight and for the whole tour.
And doing the tour with Lodi Kong as your opener. And then how's it? It must be pretty awesome to be on tour with a couple of your sons. It
is cool. I mean, we got local opening bands, which is great. I love to check those guys out. I love new music, and I keep my eyes open, my ears open for the new local bands. But it's fun to have Lodi Kong too. They're good. They're getting better and better. They're just tighter, and the more they play, the tighter they get. And they actually recorded a full record. They are looking for a label right now to release it, so hopefully things start happening for them. So we have my son Zion doing double duty.
Just going to ask you about him doing double duties, but he's young and he's got the energy, right?
He's got the energy, he's got the stamina. It's when you're young, everything is possible. So he's doing great. He's really kicking ass, and shows are great. And Lodi Kong is awesome, and Soulfly it's a big mix. Our set list has everything. It's kind of like the best hits of Soulfly throughout the whole 9 records and 16 years of career. It's quite a lot of music.
It must be just gets more and more difficult, I would assume, for you come up with a set list. Just now you got 9 studio albums just with Soulfly. And
yeah, I wanted to make a faster set list for this tour, so I think I'm gonna go back and vamp a bunch of fast songs that I haven't played in a long time, like Frontlines, Last of the Mohicans, Carving Side, Terrorist, which was done with Tom from Slayer, and try to just play those, man. It'd be a fast, awesome metal set. I haven't done one of those in a long time, and feels like it's a good time to do that right now.
And still more tour plans after this. I guess you're going through August 15th on this Western U.S. Canadian leg, and then you got more tour plans with Soulfly, or what's the rest of 2014?
We tour. We have one big festival in Colombia called Rock and Park. It's 100,000 people downtown, free show, and then I go with Cavalera Conspiracy to South America because the new album is coming out, and we do a South American tour. And then I come back with Soulfly. We're looking at a tour, hopefully with Full of Hell and Noisem. That's how some of the bands that we like to take with us, and do another American tour. There's a rumor of maybe we getting the GWAR tour. I hope that happens. I love to tour with those guys. I always like GWAR. And, we'll see what happens. But I love the road. I'm born for the road, man. I love it. I don't like home. My house is cool. It's all right when I'm there. But if I had to choose between house and the road all the time.
And what about writing material? What's your I guess you're on the road most of the time. You do a lot of writing on the road, I would take it.
Not really.
No, so you do wait till you get off the road then.
We try to get off. It's better to write at home. you don't have to carry all that stuff, and a lot of that you don't really have time on tour, man. Tour is always packed with interviews and sound checks, and a lot of that I like to do stuff to like checking out the cities too. I went for a walk today already. I walked 20 blocks down that way, and kind of cool to check out the city. I like to do that a little bit. So I leave the writing for when I'm home. When I'm not touring, I just get home and then I start writing for whatever it is that I'm writing. I just focus on that. So my next writing thing is gonna be the new Soulfly, which I'm probably gonna start doing it around probably December.
One thing I wanted to ask is that through your history with Soulfly, especially, you've had lots of collaborations and guest appearances on your albums. So when you're going to do something like that, do you generally write something and then have somebody in mind for it, or is it you have somebody that you want to work with and then you write something to fit that? How does that work?
It's a big mix. It's all things happens. It has been. Some songs was written with the person in mind. Perfect example was Ayatollah of Rock and Roller. I wrote the riff. I call it the clutch riff. Even when we were jamming, I was like, let's play the clutch song, So we played the song, and I thought to myself, it'd be so cool to get Neil to sing on this, This would be perfect. And I called Neil, and he sang on it, did a great job. And then some other things just happened, like Mitch from Napalm Death. He was just in the studio. He had a day off from the Cannibal Corpse tour. Napalm was open for Cannibal Corpse, and had a day off in Seattle. Came to visit with me, and I was like, I couldn't resist, so I just gave him the mic. You're singing right now. Same with Slipknot. When I did Jump the Fuck Up, I found out they were in town playing Phoenix, and I was in the studio doing Primitive. So I drove to where they were playing, and I kidnapped him from his sound check. I just took him from the sound check, like, you're coming with me right now. Fuck your sound check.
That's definitely one of my all-time favorite Soulfly songs. That Jumped the Fuck Up.
Came out really good.
Do you have a favorite guest appearance or collaboration, or?
So many, man. I love the Tom Araya one, Terrorist. That was great because I love Slayer. I like the weird ones too. Like Sean Lennon was really fun, very different. Morbid Angel, David Vincent on Blood, Fire, War, Hate was really cool. Tommy from Prong was great. Chino from the Deftones, and Mike Patton on Roots was awesome. Yeah, those are some of my favorites.
Quite a list. So you were talking about the Cavalera Conspiracy coming out in October 2014, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and then also there's a couple of anniversaries that are coming around, and we can go into that aspect. But what's up with the? It's called Pandemonium. Is that correct?
Yeah. Really, it was actually originally called Babylonian Pandemonium, but they thought it was too long, so we just cut the Babylonian part out. So it's just Pandemonium now. It's a cool title. I like the name. It reflects the world right now. I think the world is in pandemonium. It's chaos, man. It's out of control. The killing, the wars, disasters, plane crashes. That it's unreal. So it is. We're living in a pandemonium time. So I think it was the perfect title for. And the album is brutal. It's great. It's. I think it's my favorite one out of the three Cavalera. I love the album cover. It was a Brazilian guy, Stefan, that did it. It's like a tank with a kind of like a skull in the top of a tank, and very metal. And the music is just pure metal. It's like I wanted Igor to play like he was playing. My idea was to do a song with 10 Arise on it. That was the plan. So I treated every song like it was Arise. I was like recording Arise 10 times. So that's what I had in mind. And a little bit of grindcore too, because I was listening to a lot of Noisem and Nails and All Pigs Must Die, Pig Destroyer, so a lot of that grindcore filter into the record.
Definitely looking forward to it. One of the anniversaries I was talking about was this October is, I believe, goes back 25 years to your first show with Sepultura. You guys' first U.S. show, Halloween in '89, opening for King Diamond. Does that sound familiar?
Hey, this is Chuck Billy from Testament, and I'm blowing it up.
I'm blowing it up. Blowing up.
On Capital Chaos.
Capital Chaos.
Capital Chaos.
Capital Chaos.
Capital Chaos.
Capital Chaos!
Capital Chaos. Capital Chaos. Capital Chaos TV.
Motherfucker. Go fuck your mother.